I got your email tonight, and I thought I would make a video demonstration because I'm planning on doing video tutorials for the iCenter staff and for any of the contributors to the website, and this is good practice. Also forgive there's going to be an overburn on this because this is a demonstration um, version of the software that I'm using, but I think you'll be able to see just fine. So here I am inside the educational resource that you just created, which is very nice. There's a couple problems. One that you pointed to, or two that you pointed to, and one that I think you didn't notice that was actually causing one of the problems. The first is, and I actually already fixed this in a previous video that I messed up, so I can only show you halfway, but the text that you have here, or had here, was copy and pasted from some sort of document, a Word document probably, and that wreaks havoc on the formatting. There's a specific way you need to copy from a Word document. So I'm just going to pretend for a second that I'm copying this from a Word document, and you have two options, and they're both right here under this little clipboard. You've got, excuse me, let me make this a little bigger. You've got paste as plain text, which is sort of the more aggressive mode. Pasting as plain text is going to strip out every single formatting item. It's going to strip out all the bolds, all the spacing, all the heading, everything that you have in there. The only things that it will keep, because it does it automatically, is the web page addresses and the email addresses you can see down here. That'll change those things to links automatically, and any line and page breaks it'll keep. But other than that, it's going to strip out everything. The other option you have available is this one, which is the paste from Word, which is a little less aggressive. It'll keep some of the formatting. I'll put that in there. You can see that it's done a pretty good job of keeping most of the formatting, but you're going to probably have to go through maybe even more than once and fix it up. You can see we got some double spaces here. You probably don't want that space there. You might want to add another space here. You're definitely going to need to go back. I think we also have some problems down below with some of the headers, or maybe not. In any case, you're probably going to also want to look at it once it's published, because you may see some things in that view which are problematic. The other issue you were having was with the image. And I see that you tried to align the image and create some spacing around it, was definitely on the right track. So I took the image out so we could demonstrate how to place it correctly. Just go about it as you would normally. You've already got the image there. Your user 57U57, that's your document area, and that's the one you'll always have access to. This was the image. Now normally we would want to reduce the size. I don't know what I did there. We'd want to reduce the size of the image before we uploaded it, because this image is a little bit too large to use. It's 493 pixels by 545. That's a little big for our website. I can send you some links to some free image editors that are really quick and easy to use. You could decide you want everything to be about 250 pixels, or 300 is usually a pretty good size. But for now, we could just insert this one and set the width in here. The problem with doing it in here is actually your user is going to be downloading that full-size picture, which is unnecessary because it's only going to be displayed at a smaller size. So it actually slows down the page load, which in this case isn't going to be that dramatic. Now what you'd done before is you'd set the alignment here, which was intuitive and smart thing to do, but I've set up a custom class that handles the alignment a little bit better, I think. If you want to align to the left, you just type in left here under Style Sheet Classes. So that's up at the top here, Advanced, and then Style Sheet Classes. If you want to align it left, you type in left. If you want to align it right, you type in right. There's also some other styles such as framed, which we can talk about. There's a center also. In this case, I think we're going to want to use left, so we'll stick with that one. Now, when you apply it here, you're not going to see the alignment in here. It will always be aligned to the left of where you've placed it in the preview. The class style does not get applied here in the preview. Another thing to make sure is that you actually have no space between your image and the paragraph. It's a common mistake to put a space in there, and then it looks kind of funny when you actually publish it. So that should really be it. Everything else you've got okay, so we can just save that. And you can see we've got a Ruth and Naomi and more. More or less well formatted. And again, you might want to look through here. You see this is probably not great. You might want to add a space here so it bumps it down, or make this image a little bit smaller so it looks a little less awkward. But other than that, you're good. And then it should, on the landing page, give you a proper description. That's it, and I will touch base with you tomorrow to make sure that we've answered all your questions.